Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. All right. So, welcome to Code Your Future 40 Minutes Coding Workshop for Non Coders. And this time, this is now in partnership with the ICT Region 10 Northern Mindanao. So, how is everyone? I hope everyone is settled in, ready for our workshop later. Here I think here in the city it's sunny, pero baka uulan mamaya. How about in your part kung saan kayo? Asa mo dapit gikan? Asa mo ga tan-aw karon sa ato ang workshop? Good afternoon. Yes. Hello. Welcome. Is this your first time joining the workshop? You can type in the comments here how you're feeling. If it's your first time, you can comment first time. Or if it's your second time, congratulations and welcome back. Okay, so um, we are also very excited for you guys to learn about to learn here in our workshop. Oh, we have from Iligan City. Wow, how is Iligan City ba? Dito sa Cagayan de Oro, it's sunny, pero feel ko talaga uulan. Kada bitawng alimuot ang feeling. Iligan din. Okay, first time. First time, welcome. I hope you guys will enjoy our workshop in a bit. Okay. There. So, for later, while doing the workshop, or we will have Q&A then. Feel free to comment your questions. If naay uban parts sa program or sa code na dili ninyo masabtan, pwede ra ninyo i-comment. We have our team who will help you then. Okay, we have, padulong ulan. Hehe. Okay, so hapit na pud mo ulan. Here sa Iligan, overcast here. Okay, dinhi medyo init-init pero mao pod. Pare-pareha, murag naay ulan gyud mo padulong. We also have from Bukidnon, and I am part of Code Your Future community. Welcome. Yes, we do have a community. I will be sharing with you later how to find yung community natin sa Code Your Future. Also, if you'd like to share this with your friends, if you know a relative or classmate, office mate, or just your friends in general who would also or who would be interested in joining the coding workshop, remember to use the hashtag code your future ph. Again, that's hashtag code your future ph. Also, I would like to remind everyone that there will be an info session after the workshop. So please stay a bit longer after mag-workshop after sa atong workshop unya kay naa tay ipakita nga info session. And there you will learn uh, some opportunities that you might be interested in. All right, so let's go to the next part here. So before nato i-start ang workshop, no, gusto nako i-share kung unsa gini siya ang Code Your Future, especially for those who are joining us for the first time. So Code Your Future is an initiative with the ICT, and this initiative aims to elevate more Filipinos to become tech professionals through through the people with no coding background up until you become a successful tech professional. So question, no, why the tech industry? So the reason for this is that in IT Manggod, it's the highest salary profession in any industry. By the way, every now and then mag-shift lang ko og Bisaya, no, kasabot man tag Bisaya po din sa Northern Mindanao. So first reason is it's the highest salary profession here in the Philippines, meaning it's a really good opportunity para sa ato ang fellow Filipinos. Next, because of globalization, even now we are having or we are conducting our workshop virtually, and it's made possible because of our advances din in technology. That means high pud ang iyahang demand. So it's in the tech industry there is high demand. And then another one would be work flexibility. Unsay pasabot ana? Pwede ta maka-work remotely. Dili na gid siya kailangan nga you have to be in one place. So right now, here during our workshop, we are composed of the team from Cagayan de Oro, naputay team from Iloilo, natay team from Manila. So all of this is possible because of the flexibility sa work. So you can be in the comforts of your home, you can be in the office, you can even be at the beach if you want. Pag gusto nimo makauban imong family but then naagyapon kay work, you can do that because it's very flexible ang work in the tech industry. And also, you don't need to have a formal education. Dili para sa other professions nga kailangan kuan jud naka-graduate ka ging ani nga degree or kailangan na educating ani nga qualifications. So in the tech industry, all you need to do is maybe join workshops, mga boot camps. Later na may i-share sa inyo nga opportunity also. You can have a few months nga study and then you can learn many things already. So there's no formal education required. Jud na kanang strict bitaw kaayo. So that's why we want to uplift Filipinos and give them this opportunity. So for that is the aim of Code Your Future. And we hope now joining Code Your Future will become your stepping stone in becoming a successful programmer. All right. So that is for StackTrek Code Your Future. And as I have mentioned a while ago, this is our community here in we have one sa Facebook. You are not alone in this tech journey. So go ahead and join the Code Your Future Facebook community. And here you can connect with fellow Filipinos who are also learning how to code. Some of them have joined already multiple code workshops here with us. So maybe they can also help you. If you can also help others, pwede din yun. Here we also have, you can also connect with some career shifters na galing sa, lahi gyud kaayo bitaw nga background and then gusto silang mag-shift to the tech industry. Naapod na siya din ha. And you can also get the latest updates or news on upcoming workshops and career sessions. So just type or just search Code Your Future sa Facebook and then you can join the community there. Okay. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to call for volunteers. If you'd like to join or be a part of our initiative, go ahead and sign up at bit.ly/code your future dash volunteer. Again, bit.ly/code your future dash volunteer. If you want to be a part of this initiative, if you want to volunteer, if you want to help out sa mga events nato sa atong mga workshops, we are opening this registration para sa atong mga volunteers. Okay. Um, I'd like to go back here. Oh, we have here from Lanao del Norte. Welcome. Welcome diha. I hope excited na mo sa ato ang workshop this afternoon. But before we go to that exciting part, I would like to invite here on StreamYard, uh, giving us the welcome message, the regional director from the ICT Region 10, Engineer Aureliano V. Visera Jr. Welcome po.
Yes, thank you, PC. Good afternoon, participants and our partners from StackTrek. I thank everyone who is gathered in this virtual workshop. I'm happy that the ICT10 has partnered with StackTrek in this endeavor to conduct Code Your Future with StackTrek, 40 minutes coding workshop for non-coders. This is an initiative that aims to elevate more Filipinos to become tech professionals through a series of free computer programming workshops. This will be a series of free computer programming workshops that will cater to Filipinos who are interested in starting a career in the IT and software development industry. I hope that everyone will appreciate and learn from this 40-minute workshop. Thank you po.
Thank you very much po, Engineer Aureliano. So, again, we have Engineer Aureliano, the Regional Director of the ICT Region 10. Thank you also for for the partnership with StackTrek para atong ma-reach ang ato ang mga taga Northern Mindanao para aning nga workshop. Okay. So, now we are going to proceed to the very exciting workshop. All right. So ready na ba ang inyuhang mga ang inyuhang account i-open na sa StackTrek? Inyuhang mga laptop, mga internet. So again, if you have any questions, just type them in the comment section and our team will help you out with the code later. Okay. And so let's proceed to our workshop. I would like to call on the team lead software engineer of StackTrek, Miss Rubeth Joy G. Padernal, for our workshop. Hi, Joy.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Mayong hapon. Hindi ko I'm not sure if it's the same in northern Mindanao, no. So I'm from Iloilo City. I can hear some of similar language, no, or a dialect. uh,
Mm.
so yun. Good afternoon. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm sharing something my screen. Sige. Okay, so this is my presentation, no. Okay, so before I start the presentation, I want to make sure everyone is already enrolled to the course and open their StockTrek.com platform, no? Sige. And on the platform itself, there's on the left side, there's a button there that it says a playground. You can click on that. Okay, and once you click on that, it must be go to another screen. Okay, I think may delay yun lang yung sa screen ko. Okay, ayan. So once you click that, it must open another tab, and you can see this screen. Same with my screen. So there's a block there, where you can input your code. Okay. And sa baba, we have the tabs na custom input and output. So the custom input is this one is the program will be getting some input from the user, and the output is simply whatever the program display. Okay. So make sure you click the proper language. So in this workshop, we will be using Python. So I hope you already clicked that. Okay, just select a Python. Okay, so sige. If you're ready, sige, please type ready on the chat. Okay, sige, ready na. Sige, we'll say we'll wait for others also. Okay, while someone nagre-ready pa yung iba. Sige, let's have some reminders, no? So in Python, when you're using Python, we selected this because it's very beginner friendly for mga non-coders, no, like you, or maybe may mga non-coders tayo dyan. I think they can attest that Python is a good language to start with. Okay. But please take note that Python is very strict with your code indentions. Ano yung sinasabi ko ng indentions? Those are your tabs, spaces, no? So later on, you're gonna find out. Okay, maybe that's the reason of your errors, no, in the code. Okay, okay, and let's go back to the very basics of programming. So in programming, we have the data types. So ano to? It's just a type of your data. So it's like the same with your maybe on your mobile phone, you have those datas, no, or maybe in your laptops or PC. may mga data kayo doon naka-store. So it's the same with programming that deals with data. And those have types. So in your maybe laptop or mobile, you have a type of data na images, or maybe some of videos, no? Ano pa, maybe file documents. No? So those are your types in data. So in programming, we have this numbers and that deals with strings and a lot of more. So I will give you a short discussion of what are those. Okay, so we have integers. If you go back to your maths, no, basic math, integers are whole numbers and negative numbers. So it can be any of both. No? So in programming, it can be any of length, and it is only limited, of course, depending on the memory that is available. So we have also floating points. So ano yung floating point? Ito yung mga decimal values natin. Sige nga, you can give example on the um, say something on the chat or the YouTube, no? Or kung saan man kayo. Maybe can give some example of a floating point. Example is when you're dealing with money, your currency, no? So you must uh, have this floating point. So here uh, it is up to 15 decimal places. Okay, so we have also strings, okay, as data types. So it's just a bunch of characters, maybe combination of both symbols, letters, of course, ano pa, numbers. Pwede yon. So here take note that strings are enclosed with a quotation mark. So it's either single quotation mark or double quotation mark. Okay. So here's this example. Sige, let's sige, before I go further, okay. So let's have this story. Sige. Sige, who of you have a um have experience using Shopee apps or Lazada apps, yung mga shopping platform natin who does online shopping. Okay, so as you can see, it's already November, and ilang months na ba? Oh, magwa 1 month. 1 month before Christmas, nakabili na ba kayo ng ano, ng gifts or regalo sa mga inaanak or sino man yung ibibigyan niyo, no? Mga exchange gift. Ayun, meron na. May nag-ano na, may bumili na. Okay, sige. Ano yung mga online shopping applications na ginagamit nyo? Okay, ayun. Isa, nag-aantay na lang ng gift. Okay. So, example, we have Shopee or Lazada. I hope you can relate, no? And these shopping platforms have may mga discount codes and vouchers, no? So yeah, it's very good to shop when you have to deal with big shopping discounts or using those free shipping voucher. Okay, so for this workshop, we gonna learn how to code, no, maybe how to calculate those total cost given on what voucher code does the user select or kung ano yung ginamit nyo or in-apply nyo na voucher. Okay? So, I have here in the screen, we have given. Okay? Okay, so for example, take for example, we have a shipping fee na 75 pesos. And there's a shipping voucher, of course. Free shipping voucher na tawagin lang natin na FS. Okay, very short voucher code. So, and in order for us to get this or to apply this voucher, we must have a minimum spend of 500 pesos. Okay? And we also have a discount voucher code na um, discount, this case, and the discount, it's a 20% discount. So may dalawa tayong pagpipilian. So either you use the free shipping or the discount voucher code. So it depends on you, or it depends on the user, no, ng certain na app. So in this case, we need some inputs, no, from the user, or and this time you must put your shoes as a being a developer, okay, of the certain shopping online shopping platform. Okay. So, yung hinihingin natin sa user is just the subtotal. So, kunyari, it's automatically computed based on kung ano yung binili niya. And the second requirement we want is just the voucher code. Okay. So, it's either free shipping or the discount na voucher. Okay. And the output would be, okay, uh, displaying the voucher code or the message that the voucher is invalid. So, pag tama naman yung code, no, he will just put the subtotal. Okay. Print the voucher code, and of course the subtotal, shipping fee, discount, and the total itself. Pag mali naman, so magsasabi lang siya na mali yung voucher, but still it displays the total, the shipping fee, discount, and the total. Okay. So I have a given example here sa screen. So if you code later on, so you have a custom input tab where you must input sample um, from the user. So for example, you have the 1,000 pesos as the subtotal, and you use the discount voucher. So the output would be, okay, it will be displaying the summary, which is voucher is discount, and the subtotal is 1,000 pesos, and we have shipping fee of 75, discount is 200 based on the subtotal, and the total is 875 pesos. So as you can see, it already automatically computes for the total. Okay. So if ever instead of discount, free shipping voucher naman yung pinili niya, and he has 499 as a total, okay, so it would be an invalid voucher. So the program will output that this is an invalid voucher, no, or lower than the required minimum spend. Okay, so but it will still calculate the total. But as you can see, walang discount yon. Okay, so the subtotal will be 499 and the total would be 574. Okay. Sige, are you ready? Okay, you can see the yung mga shipping online platform na ginagamit na sa Amazon. Okay, good. Sige, let's start first with the inputs that being required for the user. So since we already identified those inputs, no? Okay, so ano yun? Yung kanina. So yung hinihingi natin is what kind of voucher? Okay. Subtotal pala muna. Subtotal. Okay. So it's from the user, no? And we have what kind of voucher? Okay. Hingin din natin yan sa user. Okay. So how do you type that? So the subtotal is a variable in programming. So what is a variable? Variable are just storage of data. Okay. So input here is a function, built-in function by Python. So it's just simply gets data from the user. So whatever the data from the user is, it's being stored to the subtotal. And the second input is being stored to the voucher. Okay. So since the first input is subtotal, we need to also identify what kind of data that user is inputting. So subtotal is an um, maybe an integer ba or float. So let's say it's a float, which possible na 499.50 cents. So we have a float in Python, no? This is just simply converts the input from the user to float. So in Python, whatever the input is, kahit numbers man yan, it uh, it consider it as a string. So in order for the program to to be strict, no, that this is a float, okay, or this is an integer, kailangan lang i-convert. So that's a case, we just enclose it in open and closing parentheses, and we call the float na word there. Okay, so that's your input. And of course, the very important thing, okay, and before actually you know what's the input, no, we need to identify the given. What's the given, 'di ba? It's a basic math. What's the given of the problem? So meron tayong um free shipping voucher. Okay, so what's the free shipping voucher? Is just an FS. Okay, so maybe you can see my screen that it's all caps, no? So when you're dealing with constants, kumbaga yung mga given, yung mga value na hindi nag-change, I will just capitalize it. Okay. So para easy, it's easier to determine kung ano yung mga given na. So we have also a discount voucher. Okay, ano yung kanina? It's just a discount word. Easy lang yung voucher natin, no? So, ayan. So, we have two. And we have also what's the discount, which is 20%. Okay. And ano pa? Okay, ayun, shipping fee. Okay, so for the shipping fee, it's being given, which is 75 daw yung shipping fee. So, later on, maybe you can change na. Okay. So, sige. If you already done with this one, okay, say inputs and given. Okay. Oops, meron pala tayong kulang. So, yung kulang natin is may isa pa. Yung kulang natin is, remember the shipping minimum spend, which is 500. So, it is being given. So, kailangan din natin yung minimum spend. Okay, so you can actually change this later on. So, eto, based on the given, okay, sige, if you're done with this inputs and given, can you say input? Ayun, we have na. About others, sige, mag-wait ako ng iba. Okay, ayun, inputs and given. Sige, iba pa. Sige, magiging mahaba na yung code natin, ah. So, much better if you, okay, I will, ano na lang, full screen. Sige, how about others? Wala na ba? Okay. So, the next that we will, ano no, is actually how will yung flow na ng program natin. So, we already found out what's the input and ano yung mga given, no? So, ano na ba yung next? So, the next thing is what we will do in the program. So, it's actually just display and do the calculation. So, in Python, we have this called the conditions. Tinatawag tayong conditions. So, let's check, go back my presentation. So, ayun, we have conditionals, no? So, conditionals are just um, example. This one is if you have decision to make, no? So here on our program that we're going to make, may decision din na na need, no? So for example, if you're using a free shipping voucher, then free shipping lang. Okay? So, parang zero, magiging zero yung free shipping mo. Pag discount voucher naman yung ginamit mo, so instead na mag-zero yung shipping, it's just putting a 20% discount. Okay? So as you can see, we're dealing with conditions. So in the practical life, it's like saying that if uulan, okay, if uulan, hindi ako lalabas ng bahay. No? So ano ba, parang mainit yung panahon ngayon dito sa amin. So ayun, mamaya after nito lalabas ako. So yun. Um okay, so you're dealing with conditions. Okay, let's go back in our program. So before we actually determine the condition itself, okay, we need to identify ano ba yung mga need natin, no? Okay. So, uh, 'di ba, we have a total cost as uh, ito talaga yung need natin is solved later on. So I will just say here in the program, total cost is equals to 0, which I initialize the value. So it's very important in programming that you initialize your variables. Okay? Because pag hindi nyo mo na-initialize to, and maybe you're dealing with conditions later on, okay, sometime mag-error yung program mo. Okay? Maybe it doesn't know what's this variable, no, na ginamit mo. So it's a good practice that you initialize always. Okay? How about this one, yung mga iba? So this one, free shipping voucher, you initialize it to FS. Shipping fee is 75. So for total cost, since that this is a calculation, just give a initial value, which is usually we put a 0. No? Okay. So, yan. Okay, ano pa? Maybe okay, ano pa? So we have discount percent. Okay, so we have maybe we can calculate the discount in pesos. Okay, so discount in pesos, we can initialize that one later on para makita natin sa summary, no, na this is the discount. Okay, so what else? Okay, so since we're dealing with also vouchers, no, it's possible that mali yung voucher niya. Okay, so the system needs to check if tama. So I will just put a variable here if is this voucher being valid. Okay, so I will give initial value to it na false. Okay, so kahit wala siyang ano, no, binigay na voucher. Okay, so automatically it will fall to false kasi pag true yan, okay, kahit walang nilagay, no, possible magde-discount ka agad. So ayan, let's negate it. Okay, so that's your initialization. Sige, if you're done with initialization, say initialize. Okay, this is the term. If you're done, you will wait for a few. Okay, mukhang wala pang done sa initial. Okay, are you ready on the if else? Ayun, may nag-done na. Okay, so sige, how about the others? So the next is we will be dealing with conditions now. So if, okay, this is the time that the program will check no, what voucher is being selected. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, we have input kanina na voucher. So this is the second input from the user. So we will use that. Okay. So if voucher, which is, ito yung pinangalanan natin kanina, no? So this is getting an input from the user, second input, okay, is equal to, okay, if voucher is equal to shipping fee, okay, or your free shipping voucher, okay, then he will perform, uh, nagzi-zero lang yung shipping fee. So, how do we do that? Okay. So, first, okay, before we calculate the shipping fee, di ba meron tayong minimum spend, no? To calculate, to ano. So, yung shipping fee lang natin ma-apply if nakapasa siya sa minimum spend. So, in that case, okay, the program will check the minimum spend based on the subtotal. So, here's another condition. If, okay, so as you can see, there's an indentation to it. Okay, so if equals to yung voucher sa free shipping voucher, okay, mag-check pa rin ako if yung subtotal is, of course, it's greater than or equal. Okay. When you say minimum, ano nga? So, dapat, okay, uh, it's 500 and up, right? So, that's why it's greater than or equal, okay, to the minimum spend, which is 500 in this case. Okay. Okay, and once you enter that, automatically the next line na siya. So, take note of the indentation. It's very important in Python. Okay. So, if that's the case, so let's tick the, let's say that the voucher is valid. Okay. So, kanina false yon as what we initialize, and this uh, this time the condition is being satisfied, no? So this time we tick the is voucher is valid, okay, and the value of it is true. So that's another data type of Python. We have the Boolean type. So dalawa lang yung values nun. It's either false or true. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is what will be the discount for it. So as you can see, may ano tayo, may discount in pesos tayo dito. So the discount in pesos is just simply your the shipping fee, right? So let's put here. So please take note whatever you put here sa taas, no? Shipping fee is 75 pesos. It must be the same variable name. Dapat double check nyo yung ginamit nyo dito, ha? Dapat same sa baba. And when you're dealing with the equal sign, okay, there's a difference between one equal sign between the two equal sign. So when you're dealing with conditions, dalawang equal sign yon. Okay? And when you're dealing with assigning data to a variable, okay, you're dealing with only one equal sign, which is the equal sign there is being the assignment operator because nag-assign siya. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So if you're done with the statement, sige, can you say free shipping if you're done with the free shipping condition voucher? Okay. So in Python, we have also, I can see now, may nag-done na. Okay, we have also a um, another conditional statement. So, eto ginagamit lang siya if meron tayong if, no? So the if else statement starts always with the if. Okay. If you have multiple conditions, then that's the time that you will use the elif. Like for example, if the voucher is equals free shipping and you have another condition that checks that the voucher is equal to discount. Okay, count voucher. So this is the time na mag-LF tayo. Okay. So meron din tayong else, no? Mamaya papakita ko na lang, but we will not use this one in the program. Okay. So if the voucher is equals to discount voucher, tama ba yung ano ko? Ayan. Okay. So ano yung gagawin niya? Okay. So once discount voucher, the subtotal would be um, the 20% of the subtotal will be applied, right? Okay. So in this case, meron lang calculation. Okay. But don't forget, before that, we of course need to say that this voucher is valid kasi tama naman. Okay. This one is very essential, no? Okay. And the next thing is the discount in pesos is being calculated. Okay. So in programming, no, hindi natin maiiwasan na may math tayo lalo na if we're calculating something. So deals with the arithmetic operators. Okay, so ano yun? Plus sign, minus for subtraction, minus sign for minus, subtraction, asterisk for multiply, slash for division. Okay. So since in this case we want to get the discount in pesos, or no, so it's based on the percentage. So ano yung ito times natin dyan? So we have of course the subtotal kasi dyan tayo nagbe-base ng discount. Okay. Times the discount here, which is 20 yung nilagay natin. And we divide it to 100. So baka magtanong kayo bakit, why we divide it to 100? Because the discount is 20. So if 20 is a percentage, okay? So if you relate that one in your calculator, di ba? Where when you're getting the 20% of something, you convert the percentage into the decimal form. So it's the same with programming. Okay, it doesn't handle percentage, but it needs to be transformed into decimal. That's why we divide it into 100 so that it will make a 0.20. Okay, so whatever the subtotal is, it is being multiplied to 0.20. So sige, if you're done with the discount voucher, type discount. Konti lang yung done na. And if you have concerns, questions, you can raise it. Okay. Okay, so this is the time we test our program, no? So I will put a statement here. We have a print statement. Okay, so ano to? So print is just printing or displaying something the screen. So basically, ito yung lumalabas sa output nyo. Okay, so for example, I have a multiple print. Okay, says hello. And please take note of my intention na. Okay, so let's execute the code. So before that, okay, execute ka na lang muna. So when we execute the code, there's an error. Okay, may pusa. So my error na sinasabi dito ay EOF when reading a line. So that means that it's nagre-require ng input from the user. So we have subtotal. So let's say it's 1,000 pesos and the voucher code is FS. Okay, so when I execute the code, okay, may another error ako. So let's minimum spend is not being defined. Okay, I have a wrong spelling. Okay. So dapat you minimum. Okay. Ayan. So when I run, um, the whatever I print there, no, it displays on the screen. So there's a hello, and there's 75. Okay. So in this case, we can have now or print the summary. Okay. So ano yung mga need natin for summary? Okay. So for the summary, what we need is, of course, the voucher. Okay, we only display it if the voucher is valid. Okay, so if the voucher is a valid voucher, okay, we will print the whatever the voucher. Okay. So in Python 3, we have this called f strings. No, so that's basically putting just f just before the quotation mark. So yung ginagawa niyan is you can interpolate some strings. Okay, so like for example, the voucher code used, and I want to display whatever the voucher code is. So paano natin gagawin yan? So it's of course whatever the voucher is the input from the user. So if we try to execute the code, okay, okay, wrong spelling na naman ako. Voucher is voucher valid. Okay. Ayun. So, voucher code use is FS. Okay. So, if pag mali naman yung voucher, okay, I will just print yung wrong voucher or invalid voucher. Okay. And kahit invalid, we still have to solve, no? So, here, um, ano yung mga need natin? Of course, we need to input or display the subtotal. Okay. Okay, so notice that I'm using the curly braces and yung iba walang curly braces, no? So pag nasa inside curly braces, it just means that the program deals with variables. So pag hindi mo siya ilalagay sa curly braces, the program will not know, okay, that this is um, a variable. So gagawin niya lang yung string. Okay. So sige. So for example, subtotal is okay, subtotal. So notice hindi ko siya nilagay. Tapos may ilalagay ako dito sa loob. So when I execute the code, no, subtotal, subtotal. Okay? So it just deals with the text, no. So let's remove that. Kailangan natin yung curly braces. So yan. Okay, so since we're dealing with pesos here, no, we need to put the peso sign. Okay, that's PHP. And ano pa? Usually we format it into 2 decimal values. So paano yun? You just put a colon there, dot 2 F. Format it na to decimal values. Okay, so done yung subtotal natin. Yung kulang na lang natin is how much is the shipping fee and the discount. So we print again, of course. Okay, shipping fee. And saan manggagaling yung shipping fee natin? Dito sa taas. Okay. So make sure you use the correct variable for it. Okay. And we have shipping fee is still in pesos. So let's don't forget to put the PHP sign. Okay, and ano pa, discount. What's the discount? discount is this one, the discount in pesos. And since that it's still in pesos, I want it to convert into two decimal values, of course. Same. Okay. And lastly, okay, we want to put the total. No. Okay. So, sige. So, maybe question, how do we solve for total? Okay. The total is, of course, it's from the subtotal minus the discount, no? So, in that case, subtotal, we'll say, and then put it in, and I minus it into the discount. So, if I run the program, okay, so here must be your summary now. The voucher code use FS, subtotal 1,000 pesos, shipping fee 75, so that the discount, the total is 925. So for example, I change the custom input into, instead of free shipping, discount naman yung voucher code na gagamitan ko. So if I use the discount, okay, it automatically nagde-discount, no, na 800. So based on the 100 pesos. So what if I inputted less than the 500? So it's, let's say it's 499. Okay. So 499, since na discount code yung ginamit natin, it does not require the minimum spend. So it's still discounted. Okay. But if I change that one to free shipping voucher, sasabi siya na invalid voucher. Okay? Or does not uh, maintain minimum required spend. So you can update your code. Okay. Sige. So if you're already done, okay, sige, say instead of done word, gusto kong iba, total. If you already computed the total, no, you can say total. So maybe we want to format the total. You can put the point 2 also. And ideally, it's being on a separate, no, na, na variable. So you can say total cost, which is, we define it here as 0, is equals to the calculation, which is the subtotal minus the discount in pesos. So in that case, just call the total cost here. Okay, sige. Total cost if, okay, done. Okay, thank you, Elysis. Okay, so we have here, you forgot to add shipping fee and the total. Okay, good. So yes, in calculating the total cost, of course, no, we need to add the shipping fee. Okay. So where saan natin ilalagay yung shipping fee? Of course, it's in the total cost. Okay, subtotal plus the shipping fee. Okay, which is here, we already defined it sa taas. Okay, minus the discount peso. So when you execute the code, okay, it will automatically compute for the correct, no? So sige, total cost if done, total cost. Okay, mukhang na-follow ba? Layo na ba? Sige. Total cost if done. Sige, if not, whatever, saan na kayo? Is it subtotal still? Or just displaying the shipping fee? Or displaying the... Okay, ayun, done. We have done. How about others? Okay. Sige, for your, if you have concerns or your code, you can type your, questions here, no? Um, sige, if none, we have a few, you can view the full code that is being sent on our live chat. Okay, so thank you everyone for participating this coding. Uh, okay, ayun, now we have concern. What does it means when invalid syntax? So invalid syntax means you have maybe wrongly typed, okay, something. So kunyari, you forgot to put a quotation mark here, closing. Okay, so when I execute the code, okay, it's an invalid syntax. Okay, so possible may mali lang yung sa syntax nyo. So please be very careful with that. Okay. So maybe na-forgot nyo lang yung closing parenthesis. Ayun. Okay. So invalid syntax. So double check your code. Okay, ano pong reason na magkaiba yung, okay, good question. I like that question. Okay, so we have a lot of naming conventions in when you're dealing with programming language, no? And for Python, we have this official documentation or guide na pinovide talaga sa Python site, no? You can check that one out later. Um, and we will follow that. Okay. So the reason for it, it's because if you ever work in a team, no, hindi lang usually in the industry, you're not doing the coding alone. So it's possible that you're working with others, and maybe the others also update your code. Okay. So when you use a certain or same style guide, no, it must better to have a same format for it. So that's why we need um, to follow. Okay. So, for the naming convention, usually ikaw yung nagde-define, right? Ako na yung variable. I'm talking about actually yung format mismo. Okay. So, that's the reason behind when you're working in a team, okay, para hindi mahirapan magbasa yung iba din. Okay, just like it's parang isa lang yung gumawa ng code. Okay. So, ayun, invalid syntax can mean maybe kulang yung colon nyo dyan. So, you can check. Okay, so sige. Or maybe kulang yung closing parenthesis. No? So, sige. Questions before I end? Sige. If you still have questions, you can put in the live chat. Someone can reply that to you. So, I think that's all for my workshop for today. So, thank you, our Region 6, no? Iligan from yung mga almost all naman nasa Iligan, no? So, thank you for participating. I hope you can participate in our next workshops. So, ayun, buong Pilipinas region, ano na next, 11 ba, Miss Casey? So,
Yes,
ayun.
that's right. So we do this is not the end. Meron pa tayong maraming workshops. Later we will let you know kung saan niyo makikita yung list of or yung mga events natin or upcoming workshops. Thank you very much, Joy. It was very exciting to see our attendees learning for the first time dito sa workshop natin. So we hope this has been very informative din sa inyo on your end. Very practical po yung workshop natin ngayon. Very relatable kasi lahat po tayo nagsha-shopping online siguro, no? Especially in this during the Christmas season. Thank you again, Joy. If you still have other questions, you can still type them. Andito pa naman yung team natin para sagutin or to also assist you with your queries. Okay, so I mentioned a while ago that we will have a short info session pagkatapos ng workshop. So please stay for a bit while we watch the info session. We have our head of growth from StackTrek, Haifa Karina Baluyos.
Everyone. If today you are very interested to pursue a career as a coder in the IT industry, but isn't confident with your skills or with having zero or minimal experience, then this opportunity is for you. In the next few minutes, you'll learn about the StackTrek Full Stack Bootcamp that trains you to become a job ready programmer in just 4 months. So, as you can see here, you have two options. The first one is the co living bootcamp. This is the first of its kind here in the Philippines as it combines both learning and lifestyle into one exciting and rewarding experience. It means you will be living in one building with other boot campers and you will be able to leverage all of the amenities and the social experience of learning with other boot campers. And then the other option is digital. It is virtual. That means you can take this boot camp anywhere. By anywhere, it means if you are in the province, then you can take this boot camp at the comforts of your home. Or if you enjoy traveling, then you can also take the boot camp while you are traveling. Now, for you to be able to understand and get a picture of what exactly are we going to do when we enter the boot camp. So, let's assume that you already applied and earned a slot in the boot camp. Here in the next few minutes, you can also imagine and also experience virtually what it is like, what you will be doing, and what will be the experience like learning with StackTrek. So the first thing that you do in your day is have the daily discussions with your trainers and peers. So since you will be building real world applications, always remember that in this boot camp, we focus on your practical skills, the skills that you can really use and immediately practice. And in your daily discussions with your trainer, you will be covering various topics. And the topics that you will be covering will depend based on what module you are in during that day or during that week. So remember, you are building real world applications, and the benefit here for you, especially if you have zero experience yet, is that at the end of the boot camp, you will already have a bunch of projects that can showcase your skills based on the real world applications that you already built. So the next thing that you do after your daily discussions with your trainers and peers is that you now go on and do and complete your hands-on coding modules. It also covers advanced curriculum. We want to focus on the topics and the skills that is relevant today, not relevant 5 years ago, but relevant today and in the future as well. So, after you go through the module, do the exercises, learn the things that you need to learn, once you hit a bump or you're having a difficulty, the platform or the bootcamp has a one-on-one live trainers capability. And what exactly is this? So in just one click, when you are having a problem with the exercises that you're doing or the project that you are doing, in just one click, you get connected to the next available trainer, and then you will be able to chat with that trainer immediately. So you can share your screen with the trainer, you can code together with your trainer, and you can discuss with the trainer with the challenges that you are having. As you can see, it's quite different because as you code together with your trainer, it feels like it's very interactive and it's very personal because the trainer is focused on you as you try to learn that specific skill or try to resolve that specific challenge. So here we would like to show you what it is like. So here we have an example of a trainer named John, and John is talking with his trainer and trying to consult the problem that he is having. So on the right side, there is that chat. And then at the middle is you can see the code that they are working or coding together. And this is an example of one of the projects from one of our boot campers. So they are building real world applications so that at the end of the boot camp, again, you will have a portfolio ready that showcases your acquired skills. But one of the important things that we also would like to highlight is that in this bootcamp, it's not just about the technologies that you learn. At the start of the bootcamp, you are going to focus on the module that builds you your core foundation. And having a strong coding foundation allows you to learn different technologies faster. The full stack bootcamp has demo days. So we have demo days each month, and what I will show you is one of the websites built by one of the programmers, and that he was able to build this website in just 1 month in the bootcamp. So as you can see, even if you have zero background, the bootcamp is beginner friendly enough for you to understand and be able to build websites even if you have zero background. In the StackTrek bootcamp, the platform that you will be using is the most advanced training technology here in the Philippines. And the big difference here, we are more focused and having you do more coding hours. If you do more hands-on, you are able to apply immediately the skills that you just learned. The more you apply the skills, the more you realize the things that you need to improve on. And as you learn and apply these skills, you get better and better at it. And there you have two options, the co-living and the digital. Digital is virtual, so you can take this one anywhere. And co-living is that you will be living with other boot campers and learning at the same time. Now, we would like to add more details on what the co-living is like. So the co-living bootcamp, you don't have to worry about anything else but to learn and experience life. You don't have to worry about spending for food anymore. It is already covered. Also, the accommodation is also included. The good thing about it is that beyond just learning, of course, we need to live our lives. There is a rooftop wherein if you need a breather, you can just be there, get some air. There are lounges that you can chill around. So in the co-living boot camp, it's really different than just a typical boot camp. You learn because that's the main thing that you want to do in the boot camp. But also there are in-person sessions wherein you get inspired from people from the industry. In the co-living boot camp, there are barbecue nights, movie nights, and weekend parties that you can be part of and socialize. You can also leverage on the amenities and gym program. This is what it looks like to be part of the co-living bootcamp. It's very different. You learn, but at the same time, you have fun. So the co-living bootcamp is situated mainly around BGC and Makati. So you can imagine that if you want to also go out, it's BGC is just 5 minutes walking distance. And the benefits of being part of the bootcamp is that we have job partners wherein we negotiated with them that if you are a graduate of the bootcamp, you will have at least 25 to 30K starting salary. And this is quite high considering that you have zero experience and you are still starting out. So one of the key benefits here at StackTrek Full Stack Bootcamp is that more than just a learning, we help you accelerate your career. So don't worry about having zero experience. Don't worry about being a non-coder and you want to enter the industry. Because if you finish and be a graduate of the bootcamp, you already have guaranteed job interviews. And if you graduate at the top 30, then you have guaranteed job offers already. There's no stopping you in getting the IT industry. As long as you are with the StackTrek Full Stack Bootcamp, then the opportunities for you is beyond just learning. It goes over to you landing your first job and landing a highly paying job as well. So here, why IT? These are just the published rates of IT today. If you have 1 to 4 years, you will be earning on average 45K monthly. If with 5 years, you will be earning around 80K. As you level up, let's say to senior manager, you can even go to 172,000 for your monthly salary. Once you are able to enter the IT industry, the first step is the hardest, but once you are already in, over opportunities are left and right. So you really have high earning potential once you are able to enter the IT industry. And with that one, if you are interested, you can apply now. The link is here below. It's bit.ly/StackTrek Bootcamp application. And if you have questions, then feel free to find us on Facebook. You can message us there. And we hope that the StackTrek Full Stack Bootcamp is one of the opportunities that you will leverage on as you enter the IT industry and land your first tech job. And with that one, thank you so much, everyone, and have a good day.
All right, there you have it. So that is the Stack Trek Full Stack Bootcamp, and we are looking forward to seeing you at the bootcamp. Also, there is another info session on November 24. That's on Thursday, 11 a.m. And in that info session, we will be discussing the full details of the bootcamp. You can register at bit.ly/ StackTrek Bootcamp November 24, or as flashed here on our screen. So you will be able to learn more about the bootcamp during this info session on Thursday. Also, you can see the full code for those who are still having problems with running the code. You can see, or you can view the full code here. We have bit.ly/ CYF dash region X dash full code. So you can cross or you can double check there with your codes. Binigay po ng trainer natin kanina or from Joy. Okay. And of course, for those who want to get their digital certificate of participation, kindly submit your information here at bit.ly/ CYF dash region X dash cert. Okay, can we flash it on the screen? Okay, here. There you go. So for your digital certificate, submit your information at bit.ly/ CYF dash region X dash cert. Okay. And of course, if you have other questions about the bootcamp, you can also message us at our Facebook page. Just go to fb.com/StackTrek. And another opportunity for you guys is the Stack League. If you want to join the competition and of course win prizes, this year's season is almost coming to an end. So pwede pa kayong makahabol. Uh, Go ahead and join the league and then win prizes while having fun or while joining the competition. Also, if you need to reach out to us via email, we have here, you can email us at info@stacktrek.com. Someone will be replying to you there if you have other inquiries as well. And of course, if you want to join our series of workshops, the Code Your Future workshops, you can get the latest updates at fb.com/stacktrack/events. And then register there. There will be registration links on the event page. Again, don't forget to join our growing community at uh, in our Facebook page. We have Code Your Future Just type in there. You can connect with your fellow Filipinos. You can discuss there whatever challenges you're trying to go through, whether it's learning about how to code, shifting your career, and you can also get the latest updates on the upcoming workshops and career sessions. Okay, so I think that's it for our workshop this afternoon. Thank you very much, and congratulations to our participants for being able to code here at our workshop. So, again, this is just one of the many workshops that we will have. We hope to see you again in the next Code Your Future 40 minutes coding workshop. All right, so that's it on behalf of the StackTrek team. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining the Code Your Future 40 minutes coding workshop for non-coders for Region 10, Northern Mindanao. Congratulations again and see you. Thank you again. Have a great day. Bye bye.